Russian military commentators highlight Ukraine's superior drone and electronic warfare capabilities. They note that Ukraine's innovative tactics are significantly impacting the battlefield. A Russian blogger emphasized that Ukraine's effective drone use is now the leading factor in repelling Russian offensives. Ukrainian troops reportedly have a numerical advantage in first-person view drones, allowing them to better integrate reconnaissance and attack capabilities. Russian forces, lacking a centralized drone unit system, struggle to counter this. This disparity underscores the critical role of technological innovation in modern warfare. Ukraine and its allies have drafted a document for the Global Peace Summit on June 15th, focusing on limited issues with Russia's invasion. The draft aims to build consensus on nuclear safety, food security, and the return of abducted Ukrainian civilians. Despite these efforts, the Kremlin remains unlikely to engage meaningfully in negotiations. The document, seen as a confidence-building measure, seeks to address key concerns, including the return of the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant to Ukrainian control and ensuring freedom of navigation in the Black Sea. This initiative highlights ongoing diplomatic efforts to address critical security and humanitarian issues. Reports indicate that Russia is conducting a wide-scale hybrid warfare campaign targeting NATO states. This campaign is part of Russia's preparation for a potential conflict with NATO, aimed at augmenting conventional military capabilities. Western officials note Russia's use of hybrid tactics, including information operations and sabotage. Russia is reportedly adapting its strategies based on observed Western responses. Recent sabotage attempts on European military bases and civilian infrastructure highlight the ongoing threat. NATO member states have repeatedly warned about the intensification of Russian hybrid operations on their territory, emphasizing the need for vigilance and coordinated defense measures. Investigations by Russian opposition outlets reveal the Kremlin-backed Russian Orthodox Church's role in Russifying Ukrainian children deported to Russia. The church reportedly encourages these children to join military patriotic organizations and consider baptism. This process, seen as a violation of international law, aims to erase Ukrainian identities and integrate the children into Russian society. The efforts have been condemned by human rights organizations, which view the forced transfers and cultural assimilation as acts of genocide. The ongoing deportations highlight the Kremlin's broader strategy to undermine Ukrainian national identity and expand its influence over occupied territories. Russian President Vladimir Putin appointed Andrei Turchak as the acting governor of the Altai Republic on June 4th. Turchak, formerly the first deputy speaker of the Federation Council, has been involved in overseeing Russia's war efforts in Ukraine. His appointment is seen as a strategic move, given the Altai Republic's geographic importance near Central Asia. Speculation suggests that the Kremlin may launch a new federal subjects association, with Turchak supervising. This appointment reflects ongoing shifts within the Russian government and its efforts to strengthen control over key regions. Observers are closely monitoring the implications of Turchak's new role. Newly appointed Russian Defense Minister Andrei Belousov invited Russian war correspondents and bloggers to discuss defense issues. Belousov's appointment follows criticism of his predecessor's handling of military operations in Ukraine. The meeting aimed to company-opt influential voices and manage public perception of the military's performance. Analysts note this as an attempt to address internal criticism and bolster support for ongoing efforts in Ukraine. The Kremlin's engagement with military bloggers indicates a strategic approach to managing information and maintaining morale among Russian forces. This development underscores the importance of information control in modern warfare. Russian forces have recently advanced near Vovchansk, Siversk, and Donetsk City. These movements are part of ongoing efforts to consolidate control over key areas in eastern Ukraine. Reports indicate that the Russian military continues to deploy personnel, including those with medical issues, highlighting the strain on its resources. Additionally, there are efforts to militarize deported Ukrainian youth, preparing them for future service in the Russian armed forces. These actions reflect the Kremlin's determination to maintain its offensive despite challenges. The situation remains fluid, with significant implications for the broader conflict dynamics in the region.